Didn't expect this one. Come on, come on. Oh my god.
I don't think this comes from Italian.
No, this is not Italian. Now that I think about it, I can feel the sexy vibe. Do you want to Chamushar? I have not a lot of familiarity with Spanish from Argentina, but I know that they have a lot of Italian words. As far as I know, maybe we can have like more similarities than maybe Spanish from Spain.
Right. I think Argentinian Spanish, it does have a lot of Italian influence. We adopted a lot of Italian words into our like slang. I did take an Italian class.
Wow, really?
And it was a little bit difficult. I mean, I could understand most of it, but it was difficult. So Italian and Spanish, of course, two different languages, but compared to the other types of Spanish, because Argentina has so much Italian influence, I think there's a lot of similarities.
Is Argentinian Spanish much different from like Spanish from Spain?
Yes, a lot of words are very different and the accent is different as well. That's what they say sometimes, that like Argentinians speak Spanish with an Italian accent.
Oh, yeah, I heard like you have a lot of Italian gesture too. Since Spain is very close to Italy, of course, like I'm more like familiar with them. So I'm really like curious to know more about Argentinians. So in Italian, grandmother is nonna.
In Spanish, grandmother is abuela.
Oh, okay. I know also in like Spanish, like from Spain is like the same. So
yeah. It's not. This one is not come from Italian. Okay. I think some people who have very direct Italian roots, they call their grandparents nonna and nonno.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's like a nickname. It's not like the actual word.
Yeah, I heard also like people from the US, they just call their grandparents like nonna and nonno if they have Italian roots. Yeah, I heard that a lot. Yeah, this one is not similar. Yeah. So in Italian, work is lavorare.
In Spanish, the standard word is trabajar, but in Argentina we say laburar.
Oh, this one is similar. Okay.
Like I think it comes directly from Italian. It's just changing like the O to a U.
Yeah.
Because I guess maybe it's easier to pronounce in Spanish.
I think so.
What do you say for work, like the noun?
Lavoro.
We say laburo.
The same.
Yeah. All of the other Spanish-speaking countries say trabajar or they have their own slang, but Argentina is the one that says laburar.
In Italian, boy is ragazzo.
In Argentina, boy is pibe. Like the standard Spanish would be niño, but in Argentina we say pibe, which is supposed to come from Italian. I'm not sure why.
Okay, so pivello, but actually it is not really like commonly used. So maybe back in the days when we got a lot of immigration from Italy, the word pivello was really used. So maybe the word pive got from pivello.
I mean, yeah, because Italian immigration happened in like 100 years ago or something.
Pivello is not used nowadays. So I guess back in the days it was more used. So maybe pive is just like the shortened form of that word. So in Italian, beer is birra.
In standard Spanish, the word would be cerveza, but in Argentina, we say birra.
Ooh,
it's like the same.
Same. Yeah, I think we agree on alcohol.
It's like, I think the only country in Latin America that calls beer birra. Italian influences.
Yeah, also because I always heard about cerveza for beer.
It's like slang. So like maybe if you go to a bar or something and you want to order a beer, you would ask for a cerveza. But in like speaking with your friends, you say, oh, I want to drink a beer, then you would say birra.
Ah.
That more colloquial, casual.
Birra is not really like the official word.
Right, yeah.
So in Italian, tired is stanco.
How do you say lazy in Italian?
Lazy is like pigro.
Do you have a word that's like fiat? Like
fiacco.
Because in Argentina we say tener fiaca. It's like to be lazy.
Yeah, we have battere la fiacca. It's like not a slang, but something like that. Kind of being lazy. It's like someone that really never wants to do things done. And yeah, but it's not like the proper term of like being lazy.
It's just like a saying.
Yeah.
For us also we say tener fiaca, which means like the direct translation is to have fiaca. It's not lazy, but it's more like kind of tired, kind of like you don't want to get up to do things. It's just,
yeah.
fiaca, like I don't want to do anything. Wow.
Didn't expect this one.
I wrote a whole paper about this for my Italian class, so if you need, I can pull it up.
Oh my god.
And get the list of words.
Come on.
Wait, hold on.
Oh my god.
I actually was like, oh, this Italian class is gonna be so easy. I'm just gonna write about the relationship between Argentina and Italy. So, okay, here.
In Italian, when you feel an exam, we say bocciato, essere bocciato.
In Argentina, the standard Spanish word would be reprobar or desaprobar, but in Argentina we say bochar.
Wow.
It's like the randomest words that get adopted.
Yeah. Kind of common words and different specific words and random. And they're really too similar. I'm really surprised. I didn't know this.
From what I researched is that Italian immigrants came to Argentina from all the different parts of Italy. So they didn't have like a common Italian that they spoke. Each of them had their own like dialect and their own words. So like they all started to speak Spanish, but at the same time we're adding like their own Italian words. So now we have random from all over Italy. I think we also like speaking with your hands, I think is very Italian.
I'm also so curious about like what kind of gestures do you have?
We have, this one, which is like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
We do this. I don't know if this comes from me.
Yeah.
We do this, which means to be scared. Are you scared?
Yeah.
And this one for money.
Yeah.
We do like this.
Like this for like long time ago.
Yeah. Or like for crazy. I think this one is more like international. Something like this, which is insulting.
Yeah. So in Italian, suitcase is valigia.
So in standard Spanish, I think it would be maleta, but in Argentina we say valija.
Ooh. Also, this one is so similar. I have a question, like how do you know the standard Spanish? Do you also learn it?
We also learn it and we also use it sometimes. And the Italian words are more like the Argentinian, specifically the area where I'm from, which is called Rio Platense Spanish, like around the River Plate. So it's like people who live around that river particularly have this accent. We have all of the Italian words that are part of our dialect. Yeah, it's just like knowing your own particular dialect and then like the standard version.
Okay.
I know if I go to Spain, maybe. I think like valija and birra, they would understand. But if I use some like other like very Italian word, they're not gonna understand me. So I should use the standard Spanish.
But that's so cool that you can have like two languages in one. Kinda envy you. Mufa is like mold.
I think we took that and we gave it a different meaning, which is like, because you know how mold is like toxic.
Yeah.
This is like a little bit of an insult. It's not an offensive word, but it's a little bit insulting. If somebody is a mufa, it means that they bring bad luck. And being around them kind of would give you bad luck.
Okay. No, we don't use like for a person. I don't know what kind of term we can use for like to describe a person. I think lately in Italy we have a lot of English slang, so we would say like toxic. Okay, so in Italian this is Fata. Can you guess what it is?
I think it means face.
Yeah, it's like face. Maybe it's kind of easy. What is it in Argentinian?
Argentinian Spanish, face is cara, but we also use the word facha.
Oh, okay.
But it means something else. It's something else, but kind of related.
I don't know.
It's like adjective to describe someone.
So is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Give me a hint.
It's like related to the face, related to appearance, overall appearance.
Something like pretty or...
Yeah. If you have facha, you're like attractive, you look good.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how we came to like change that, but you know. So in Argentina, we have this word, which is chamushar. I don't think this comes from Italian.
No, you can tell from my face. Chamushar?
Chamushar.
Is not similar like to any Italian word.
It's a verb. It's related to social life.
To talk, kind of.
Yes,
like
but
to talk, chit-chat
with a specific purpose to somebody.
Dessert.
Yes.
Now that I think about it, I can feel the sexy vibe. Do you want to Chamushar? Like this one is pronounced Kapo. Can you guess what is it?
I think I know. Is it like boss, like
Yeah.
a mafia boss?
I mean, maybe it could be also in the mafia, but also like any kind of boss. Yeah. In your workplace, it can be capo. Like you can say, oh, my boss told me. Like, il mio capo mi ha detto.
We also use this in Argentina, but it has a different meaning.
Really? What?
Yeah. It's like, it has kind of like an English equivalent. You know how in English you say, it's kind of like an old slang, but it's like a similar thing, like a boss. That means something good. Like you did that like a boss.
What do you mean?
So it's like we use capo, but it's an adjective. Yeah, it's more of like a description of a person rather. It doesn't mean boss, it means something else.
Ah.
It means like you're very cool.
In Italian, sometimes capo can be used to call someone, not for like young generation, maybe a little bit like our parents' generation, maybe 40, 50. When they don't really remember someone's name, like maybe they will be a capo. They will be like that.
This is like a compliment. It's like, wow, you're a capo, you're a genius.
Yeah. But actually they don't even remember each other's name.
So this is an Argentinian slang. Like the standard Spanish word would be comer, but it's a verb. In Argentina, we say morfar.
Okay. Morfar makes me think about like changing something maybe? No?
This comes from Italian, but the Italian verb also starts with an M, and it's related to food.
Oh, something related with food with M.
Very simple.
A mangiare! It's different.
Yeah, I don't know if this comes from mangiare. I think it might come from another like random slang. It means to eat.
I mean, I can kind of see some similar letters, the M, the O, the R, but R, F, A are changes the sound a lot. I was more thinking about like process of like cooking. So I was like, let me think like mescolare, maybe like stir. I was more thinking about this kind of things.
This is also an Italian word, right?
No, that's not Italian.
It's not? Are you sure?
It's not Italian.
From what I know, I might be wrong. So this is an Argentinian slang. Standard Spanish for this would be salsa de tomate, but we call it tuco. Can you guess what it means?
I got the Spanish version. I would never have guessed this, the Argentinian version. Like it's salsa de pomodoro, which is like tomato sauce. Tuco, why is tuco?
Doesn't tuco mean sauce?
Sauce is in Italian is salsa.
Does it mean juice?
Now there is nothing. Like maybe later in the day something will pop up in my mind, but at the moment,
It could be a very specific word to a very specific region.
because a juice is like succo and sauce is salsa.
It might come from suco. I will have to Google it.
Yeah,
Yes, it's lunfardo. Basically, in Argentina, we have this word lunfardo, which comes from Lombardo, like Lombard.
yeah, Lombardo.
The Italian region, because at that time Argentina had a lot of immigrants from Lombardy, and then they were called like Lombardos, which then like changed to lunfardo, which is I think the official word to describe the Argentinian slang, which consists of all the Italian words that we use. Birra, bochar, facha, all of them, they classify as lunfardo. It's like the
Interesting. Okay. I would never like guess like lunfardo as like coming from Lombardy, Lombardia in Italian.
It's like there's a book, very old book, which came out I think in the 50s, of a man that basically compiled all these words that we use, and he was like, okay, Argentinians, like people from this region of Argentina, we use a lot of Italian words. Here they are, and we're gonna call it lunfardo, and he gave it the name.
It's like a dictionary.
Yeah. There's also, I think, when that book came out at the time, there was kind of this idea of like looking down on it. They were like, oh, this is vulgar slang that only uneducated people use or something like that. But the man who made this book made a criticism of that. He was like, no, actually, all people of all classes and all people of all like education levels speak like this. Like this is just our way of speaking. It's not strict to one like group of the population. We have this tradition of every 29th of the month that we eat gnocchi.
Wow.
Do you have this in Italy?
No, never heard of this.
It comes from this story of a saint. I don't remember his name, but it's a story called Gnocchi della Fortuna,
Gnocchi della fortuna.
which originated in Italy. And it's like the story of this saint that went to a house of a very poor family. And so the family served him the last gnocchi that they had. And so he was like, oh, for giving me your last piece of food, you will be blessed. And so when he left, they like looked under his plate and they found like gold or money and they became rich. And that's like the legend. And based on that, the Italian immigrants in Argentina, they would help other new immigrants by like serving the gnocchi and like putting money under the plate. And that's how we have the tradition of like eating gnocchi.
That's so cute. Am I the Italian one? Why I don't know these things?
But you still eat gnocchi, right?
Of course, we love gnocchi, but we don't have the tradition on like to eat that every 29th of the month.
En Argentina usamos esta palabra, en que en el español estándar sería pierna. Es una parte del cuerpo, una parte baja del cuerpo. Tenemos dos. Está arriba de los pies. Do you have any idea?
Okay, I understood it is like part of the body, lower part of the foot. It's like the toe, the finger.
Arriba de los pies.
Upper part?
Yes.
Knee?
Más grande, largo.
Oh, leg? Ah, okay. Okay, I thought it was like a smaller part. I was like, we are like talking about something really small.
How do you call that in Italian?
Gamba.
Same, we use gamba
Gamba.
for leg.
Ah, some parts, especially like the last part, I could understand quite a lot. But first part, I was a little bit confused. Maybe I was not ready.
Because I use more complicated words, I think, in the beginning.
Maybe, I don't know. So I was a little bit like, what are we talking about? I was just a little bit confused about like the position in front, the upper part. I knew it was like around feet area.
Yeah.
But I was not really understanding which part. But I could understand, I think, like 70%, I think. I'm proud of myself.
Yes.
È un cibo, un piatto che si mangia molto spesso qua in Corea, ma anche in tutti gli altri paesi asiatici. E solitamente lo si accompagna insieme alla zuppa, oppure anche con della carne o delle verdure o del pesce. È di colore bianco ed è piccolo, tanti chicchi. Did you understand? Is it enough or you need more?
I think I understood. So it's a food. It's something that you eat, and it's eaten a lot in Korea and primarily through Asia, and it's served on the side of like soup or meat or fish. And it's small and white.
Yeah.
And it's rice.
Yeah. Wow. Very good. I'm hungry now.
I was so like, oh my God, if I don't understand anything, let down my country. I think especially talking with your hands.
Didn't even realize I was using my hands.
Oh, like we also have that. I think just by nature of Spanish and Italian both coming from Latin, a lot of the words are the same. Argentinian people, especially like Rio Platense people, they have a very Italian rhythm. So it was quite familiar to me. I think I understood everything.
By the way, how do you say rice?
Arroz.
Ah, that's different. We say riso.
Like risotto.
Yeah, risotto. For some part, I think is more similar to Italian than the Spanish from Spain, even though it's closer to Italy. So I'm kind of surprised, and we have really random similar words like bocciato. I did not really expect that. Yeah, it was really fun to get to know more Argentinian.
Today we compared Argentinian Spanish with Italian.
If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Bye!